Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. What's up? Doing a quick video today. This week was pretty awesome. I got some awesome stuff from a auction win that I had with Memory Lane Auctions. Some great Perez Steel stuff that I'm going to show here in a minute. Postcards. And then I also got a couple of cool items straight from Dick Perez's website. Some prints that my wife bought me for my birthday. So I'm going to show those here in a minute too. But first I want to talk a couple things. Number one, Ty Breaker Culture uploaded a podcast yesterday, and it was, it's got to be seriously like in one of the top 10 YouTube videos I've ever seen. And it was a podcast, so you don't see anything, but the conversation with this guy named Roman about the underworld of the hobby today was absolutely fascinating. I learned an entirely new nomenclature about bots and all the stuff that happens behind the scenes by these sneaker guys and these new people coming into the hobby, and how young people are using technology to leverage and buy stuff. And it just made me feel incredibly old, which I am, because I had no idea. You hear about bots and you hear about all this stuff, but to hear how it works was absolutely mesmerizing for me, because it reinforced everything that we've all thought about what's been going on in the hobby and why it's grown so much, and the exponential growth and how we can't buy any product. All these things, I get it now. I understand. And it was just an absolutely incredible interview, insight into what's happening. I highly encourage that you go watch it and or listen to it, because it's a podcast. So you can either listen to it as a podcast under Breaker Culture or watch it here on Bench Clear on our channel. And it blew me away. Like, wow, that's all happening. And again, it's not a question of not knowing it was happening. I didn't know any of the ins and outs and intricacies of how it worked. So it was incredibly cool to do that. Or to hear that. And the other thing, I got a package that I want to show, and it totally caught me off guard. And it's from one of my favorite guys in the community. His name is Scott, and he's Reindeer Studios, and he's incredibly talented. Artist, does very funny videos. His channel's awesome. I will put a link down below to his channel. If you're not watching Scott, you should be. And he sent me an envelope, and the envelope has a note on it, which you guys know I love notes. And it says, "Yo and hello, Mike. Thanks for the Robert Redford suggestion. Hope you like it. As I put this in the mailbox, I said, there goes Roy Hobbs, the best there ever was. Take care, sir, Scott." And one of my favorite baseball movies of all time is The Natural. And I think he did one of his 6 Degrees of Separation or something like that. And I suggested Roy Hobbs, that he do a drawing of Roy Hobbs. And apparently he chose it and decided he drew it. In fact, I think he'll have a video on his channel. You can go watch him drawing this. But this is what he sent me. Is right there. Words cannot express how freaking cool this is. It's just awesome. I can hear the music going in my mind of him hitting the home run and blowing up the light standard, and it's so good. I cannot wait to get a nice frame for this and hang it somewhere. I will find space for it. I promise you, Scott. And dude, thanks so much for that. I'm a big, you can see all the different things that I have in here are all sports related, baseball related. And then there's the art factor. There's the creative factor that I think is it's a talent that I respect tremendously, because I don't have any of it in terms of artistic talent. And so the appreciation is there, believe me, which is why I love Dick Perez so much. So speaking of Dick Perez, let's go look at some stuff that I got by that great artist, sports artist, right now. All right, so this is the auction win from Memory Lane Auctions. One of the things that I won was this partially signed set of the celebration cards, which you can see here. This is the box that they come in. Dick Perez did these in 1989 as a celebration of the 50-year anniversary of the Hall of Fame. So the set itself is 44 cards, and there are 28 of them signed here, all of them slabbed. The rest of the cards are up here in this little box right here. It's got a book that comes with it that talks about the set, a little flyer about the set. Comes in this beautiful decorative box. And I'm just going to show you, I had pretty much all of these already, except the Hank Aaron, but I didn't have them slabbed. Not all of them anyway. Some of them, yes, a few of them. But the reason I bought this was I ended up only paying about $35 per card, which just the slabbing alone is 15 bucks per postcard. So that is, to me, a really good deal. Most of these will end up in my Dick Perez master collection, and I'll sell out the other ones that I have. But let me show you what I got, just to kind of go through these real quick. Hank Aaron, Luis Aparicio. You can see how just gorgeous these are. There's Yogi Berra and Lou Badreau. Ray Dandridge and Bill Dickey. A couple of Red Sox, Bobby Doerr and Rick Farrell. Then we got Billy Herman, Catfish Hunter. Little Monty Irvin, Al Kaline, Kell and Killebrew, Kiner and Bob Lemon, Buck Leonard and Juan Marichal. The last two here are Eddie Matthews and Willie McCovey on this row. Last row is Johnny Mize, Stan Musial, Brooks Robinson, Joe Sewell, Enos Slaughter and Duke Snyder, and finishing it off with Warren Spahn and Willie Stargell. So yeah, there's the 28 of the 44. There's 3 of them that can't be signed. So there's really, well, not that can't be signed. They're really, really, really hard to find signed. And I'm only missing 3 of the ones that are reasonable to get signed. So got the rest of mine at Slab City right now to be slabbed up and get done. So yeah, that was a really cool purchase. Love it from memory lane. So this year when my birthday rolled around, Julie, my wife, wanted to know what she could get me for my birthday. And, you know, you guys know how much I love the artwork of Dick Perez. And so I went to his website, dickperez.com, and he had some prints for sale. And there were 2 that just jumped out at me that I was like, I'd love to have these in my man cave, in my card room. And this was the first one. It's obviously the front facade of Cooperstown, the Hall of Fame. It's just this beautiful painting. It's got some great texture to it, and it's great. I've already got it framed up. You can see Mr. Perez right there. So there's the first one, and I love it. Now let's look at the second one. And so here's the second one, and it is just fantastic. The first 5 Baseball Hall of Fame inductees. You got Cobb, Ruth, Wagner, Johnson, and Mathewson. And I didn't have, this is a weird shaped one. It's 20 by 20. And so I haven't got a frame for it yet. I got to order something. And so I just thought I'd hold it down with some stuff like, I don't know, a Ty Cobb signed check, a Honus Wagner cut signature, Walter Johnson autograph, and then down here in the corner, just a Babe Ruth. Thought those would be good things to hold it down for this amazing piece. What a really cool just print. So gorgeous. So there you go, guys.